So this time in exercise 3, I'm not going to show you skills you already know, but I'm going to show you 2 new skills. So you have a drawing which you're intending to create, and the first thing it's got is a T. So drawn from the left, the T would look like this, and from the front it would look like this. That's the bottom flange, and here's the top of the T. Now what I've done here is added a dimension, so let me just delete that. So if I added a dimension to say from here to here and place it here is 250. We know that 250 is the starting point of extrusions. If I wanted to now make this into a parameter, double escape, I'm going to create something called a parameter, which means I can alter the length by giving this a file parameter. If you double click on here, up here, it gives you an option of here saying create parameters. If you click on this, the first time you do it, it goes through quite a complex process, which is what I'm going to show you. So you want a shared parameter that can be shared in multiple projects. So you're going to create some information about this T, which can be shared. And it's an instance, and in other words, it's every instance of this. This is how the parameter would be. So if you press select here, the only option, it's saying where is your parameter file. Do you want to choose a new file? Well, I do. One doesn't exist, so I'm going to create one. This is just a text file, and this is the way that it creates one. So I can call this whatever you wanted to call this. So let's put Paul Hulbert parameter file, and I could save this wherever, but you need to get back to it, or you need to create that link. So I've done that. And now I need to add a group within this parameter. So within here, it's now saying a new group. So within this file, I can create a new group. So let me call this one. I'm going to use kind of dimensions and general information. If you look at the brief, I'm asking you to do the mass of it. So I'm going to put general information. If you go into industry and work for a company, this would probably already have been set up. I just want to show you what's behind Revit in terms of how to create schedules. So you've now got in this parameter file a group called general information. You could end up with lots of different groups, but you've just got one. It now allows you to create a new parameter. So I'm going to create a new parameter, and I'm going to give this one the description I want for this dimension. And this time this is going to be T length. So it's the length of the T. What discipline is this? Well, in this case, I'm just leaving it as common. Type. This time, look at these, and this one's going to be a length. So press OK. So you're back, he's saying this is the parameter I've chosen is T length. Press OK. And again. And again. And then this now, you can see, becomes T length 250. And if you went into this type information here, edit type, it would then say I've got information in here, and it's told me this is a 250 here, sorry, a 250 length, and I could change the length. I could change things within this. See this length here, the 250. This could be changed. So this is how you do this, and we could do the same for both the length like we've done there, and we could do the same for things in this location. So we could do the T width, for instance. So let's just put a T width. So create a dimension from here to here, and then down here. This text is getting quite big, so let's just change this to 1 to 5. So if we do ZD, we can see. So let's zoom in, and the text will be better. So from here, so it's this edge. No, it's picked up the wrong edge. That edge. So from that line to this line is the 51. And again, if we wanted to double escape, want to create this, click into here, this parameter, new parameter. This time we don't have to go through the same thing. Shared instance select this T length there. So we want to create a new one, so go for edit, new, T width. Again, it's still common and length. Press OK. Choose, make sure it's on T width. Press OK. And again, T width. Press OK. And then this is T width. I now have T width 51, and if I go to the front, T length 250. If I go into properties here, I've got these now, dimensions have come in. So I could change these and the actual drawing would change with it. So if I move this out and say, okay, rather than 250, I put 500. 500, where's it going to go? And it'd be constrained by here, because that's one of the reference lines, and it would go this way. So we know this should be 4780. So you can imagine you could use this kind of thing to create lots of new items just by going into these boxes and saying, okay, I want a T which is now 4780 long, and press OK. And then if you go back up to here, you've got your bottom T. So that's the first thing I wanted to do, is to show you those two things. You've got to choose what parameters you put in here, although you can use the ones on the example, but for your coursework you'll be deciding what parameters do I need in order to get the information that I'm after. So I'm going to stop this video, and then the next one will show you how to bring this into the project.